Hey, what's up guys, TechTine here, and this is the 2026 Moto Edge, and Motorola has taken an entire different approach in this year's generation. It's almost as if the Edge name has a different meaning now. So let's have a conversation about it. I've only spent a few hours with this phone, so with that being said, if you like this video, make sure you leave a thumbs up. Also, make sure you subscribe if you haven't. So the first thing that we're going to talk about here is the design itself. So one of the things that Motorola has changed is the size of this phone. So it's a little bit more on the compact side of things, which is a good thing, to be honest with you. I love the way that this phone feels in the hand, and the texture on the back feels really good. And also, if you notice that the camera, the triple camera setup, which we will talk about later on, has a brushed aluminum look to it, which adds a little bit more of a premium look. So on the right hand side, you have your power button, and you also have your volume up and down, which are clicky and tactile. The bottom of the phone has your speaker, your USB-C, as well as your SIM tray. Now, what really the Edge, where that name comes from in the 2026 model, is not the display. So the display is completely different, more on that in a second, but the Edge comes from how thin this phone is. And if you look at the left hand side, you have your AI button, which I wish was just a little bit more customizable. It's just an AI button. That's the only thing that that button is there for. And so the previous generation provided us with a larger display with sort of curved edges. This time around, we get a more of a compact 6.3 inches rounded display that has a really nice AMOLED technology with it. So it reaches a high peak brightness of 5200 nits. It has a 120 Hz of high refresh rate, as well as, if you look at the speakers, you have Dolby Atmos speakers with two large stereo speakers. So that's definitely something that I have to give Motorola a thumbs up for. I'm not really upset about the display. It's rounded more than it is curved on the sides, which, to be honest with you, in the past I was never really a big fan of the Edge display, but it still is a good addition, and it made the name Edge. So this time around, a smaller device that's more compact. And so you tell me what you think about it. To me personally, it's a really nice clean display with really small bezels, and brings in a really nice addition to the 2026 model. Alright, so now I want to speak on the performance, and you may like it, you may hate it. So Motorola is using the MediaTek Dimensity 7450 processor paired with 8GB of RAM. Now, the previous two generations gave us a standard storage of 256GB. Unfortunately, because of the RAM crisis that we're having, the storage is 128 gigs, and there's no option to expand that to 256. And to be honest with you, it's a little bit disappointing, but I can't really blame Motorola. It's not their fault. And the starting price point for this phone is $599, so it's definitely on that sort of a mid-premium price range. And so opening up apps, your kind of multitasking, and anything that you would throw at this phone should work really well. And I really like this new interface that Motorola has with this kind of software update. And so it looks nice. And you also have 60 watts of really quick fast charging, a 5000 milliamp hour battery in this sort of a thin compact design, as well as a 15 watt wireless charging. So all that sounds pretty good, other than the storage, but we're gonna have to live with it for now. So the camera setup on here is also insane. It's been upgraded really nicely. So you get a couple of things. You get a 50 megapixel main sensor, as well as a 50 megapixel ultra wide and a 10 megapixel telephoto sensor, which is really nice addition. 4K video recording, as well as your front facing camera that's been upgraded to 50 megapixels. So all in all, that really should add up to a more premium camera experience. But I only took like a picture or two, so I haven't really dug too deep into it, but I will be making a separate camera review. So stay tuned for that. That's definitely in the works. Now, my bottom conclusion for my first impressions is this. This is definitely a different approach that Motorola decided to take, and I'm here for it, to be honest with you. Is it the best? Maybe, maybe not. You just have to look at it from sort of a different perspective. And I will be making the comparison between the 25 and 26 model. However, I am upset about the storage, but I can't blame Motorola. So the starting price point is $599, and right now if you do buy it, you get their Moto Watch and their earbuds completely free. So if you want it, make your purchase right now. So, with that being said, I do want to thank you all so much for watching. If you did enjoy it, leave a thumbs up, make sure you subscribe, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Thank you all for watching.